Artificial intelligence may be transforming technology, but the most important question for markets is simpler. Who is actually making money? New technologies often generate enormous excitement in their early stages. Investment surges. Startups multiply. Valuations rise. But profits usually concentrate in far fewer hands than headlines suggest. New technologies tend to follow a familiar economic pattern. Early excitement brings rapid experimentation. Startups build new applications, investors fund dozens of competing ideas. But as markets mature, profit pools begin to consolidate. A small number of companies capture the majority of long-term value. This happened during the early internet era. Thousands of companies participated in the digital economy, but over time, only a handful dominated search, e-commerce, cloud infrastructure, and digital advertising. Artificial intelligence may follow a similar trajectory. The difference is the scale of capital required. Training large AI systems requires billions of dollars in computing power, energy infrastructure, and specialized hardware. That creates a powerful barrier to entry. This dynamic naturally favors companies with existing resources. Large technology firms already control massive cloud infrastructure, global data networks, and deep financial reserves. As AI capabilities expand, these advantages become even more powerful, which means the AI boom may not distribute profits evenly across the industry. Instead, it may amplify the dominance of companies already at the center of the technology ecosystem. In the early days of the internet, thousands of companies participated in the digital boom, but only a handful captured the majority of long-term economic value. Artificial intelligence may follow a similar pattern. Today, three layers dominate the AI economy: infrastructure, platforms, applications. Each layer generates value differently. At the infrastructure layer sit the companies building the computational backbone of AI. Advanced semiconductor manufacturers, cloud providers, data center operators. Training large AI models requires massive computational power. That means specialized chips and enormous energy resources. Companies supplying this infrastructure are currently capturing some of the strongest margins in the technology sector. Demand for high-performance GPUs has surged. Cloud providers are expanding data center capacity globally, and long-term contracts are locking in revenue visibility. But infrastructure is only one piece of the puzzle. The platform layer sits above it. These companies develop foundational AI models and developer ecosystems. They provide the tools other businesses use to build AI-powered products. Access to proprietary models creates powerful competitive advantages. Companies controlling these platforms influence pricing, data access, and developer distribution. Capital markets are responding accordingly. Investment is flowing disproportionately toward firms with existing infrastructure and distribution advantages. Startups continue to innovate rapidly, but scale increasingly matters. Training frontier models requires billions of dollars in compute spending. Few companies can sustain that level of investment. This dynamic naturally concentrates economic power. Finally, there is the application layer. Thousands of companies are building AI-enabled tools for productivity, marketing, healthcare, finance, and logistics. Many of these applications may generate strong revenues, but their long-term margins depend heavily on platform access. Companies relying on third-party models may face pricing pressure. The most valuable applications may eventually be those that combine proprietary data with specialized domain expertise. Over time, the AI economy may resemble other technological revolutions. Infrastructure providers capture stable demand. Platform companies capture ecosystem leverage. And a smaller number of application companies achieve breakout success. The key for investors and policymakers is recognizing where value accumulates. Because while thousands of companies may participate in the AI boom, only a few may dominate the profit pool. There is also a geopolitical dimension to the AI profit race. Countries increasingly view artificial intelligence as a strategic industry. Governments are investing billions into semiconductor manufacturing, computing infrastructure, and research ecosystems. Public policy is now shaping where AI companies emerge and scale. In the United States, major technology firms dominate the current profit landscape. But governments in Europe, China, and the Middle East are investing heavily to build alternative ecosystems. This creates a new global competition, not just for technological leadership, but for the economic value generated by artificial intelligence. Over time, the geography of AI profits may matter just as much as the companies themselves. Regions that successfully build AI infrastructure and talent networks could capture enormous economic gains. Those that fall behind may become dependent on external platforms, which means the AI boom is not only a technological transformation, it is also an economic realignment. Understanding that distinction will shape the next decade of technology markets.